Hey everyone, this is Stevester, and this is the Beverly Hills Cop theory. My theory, I'm going to do some theories over the time because I got a lot of more time on my hands. This one's actually about, I believe that Michael Tandino knew all along that Axel Foley was a cop, and that he knew he was going to die all along. So you could say, we could all say he could have went somewhere else, but he probably knew those guys were following him. So he went to the one person he knew he could trust, and that was Axel Foley. And you're saying this, how would he know he was a cop? But this was before the internet. This was in the 80s. Well, I mean, there was other ways to tell in the 80s about people's jobs, different things. And I'm not saying, I've also got a theory out that Mikey didn't get out of jail or wherever where he said he did. I said he did got out earlier, but looked at Axel, but didn't want to actually go up to him because he felt bad. Just it's all, they're like good friends, but he didn't want to see him. So Mikey got a job from Jenny Summers with Victor Maitland's warehouse. So if you can see right here that all along he knew he was going to die. Just look at his face. It's like, I'm screwed. So especially when he shows him the dust marks or whatever they call it, he tells him he gets out like 6 months a year, 6 months ago. Then it kind of changes out like to a year. I'm like, either that's bad writing or something. But watch right here. When Axel kind of gives him a hug, it's like, I'm dead, man. I just hope I don't bring you down myself. You can tell, just look by his face. So I'm thinking that Mikey, I don't even think Jenny I don't think Jenny knew about his plan. I say when he found the dust marks, look, see how he's upset? I also believe that, like, when he found the dust marks or the bear bonds at Victor's thing, and I'm also saying that he found the drugs, and he was trying to straighten out his life, so he knew that Victor kind of has the cops kind of like in his back pocket. I'm not saying all of them, because they do figure it out. So, what I also got planned that, he had to go to somebody. He couldn't go to another, department, because who's going to believe him? Not a lot of people would believe an ex-con compared to a wealthy businessman. And this whole movie, it points out they wasn't even believing Axel at one point because the way he acted. The one cop was Taggart or Bogomil, I think it was Taggart, that basically said we would rather believe a local businessman compared to a filthy, what was it? A loudmouth truck from out of town. So he just wanted to have one good time with his friend. And since I believe he knew, since Eddie or Axel was a cop, that he would look into it because they were so close. And Jenny was so close too. So I don't think Jenny knew all along about Mikey's plans. I think he just believed that she would lead him to what he needed because they were so close. If you actually watch a little bit of Jenny when Axel kind of tells her that he died, she's shocked. But if she knew all along that what was going on, she would be shocked, but at the same time I believe her face would be different. And another thing, right here, he tells him that he loves him. It wouldn't surprise me. Yes, back then gay people was kind of like, it was kind of frowned upon still. But at the same time, you never know about, movies. So, was he just drunk saying I love you? You could make that argument. But at the same time, Mikey and Axel got close. So you never know, Mikey could have found something that Axel didn't. Okay, so what you're about to see now is I skipped a lot of this because I didn't want to, hopefully not get copyrighted. Now, Jenny and Axel's about to meet up after so many years. And, just watch her face when she basically tells him that Mikey is dead. It's just, shocked. So I don't think she was part of it. But I think after she found out, I believe she was willing to try anything to find out what happened. So I believe she let Axel do the job, and that's why she constantly got him either out of jail or let him in the warehouse. Because after a while, even Victor was kind of getting antsy when he was asking her questions, and that's when she was realizing, hey, shit, maybe he's right. Maybe Axel's right. Maybe this guy is the one. And they're talking about coffee grounds, and it is actually true. I looked it up. Coffee grounds is actually known for to throw the dogs off. You can go on the internet and find it. But guys, I want to thank you so much. This is my first theory. If you have any other, if you want to know any more of my theories, like Friday the 13th, did Jason's mom actually get revenge on the two counselors that made love while Jason was dead or was drowning? Did she get her revenge? I believe she did. So if you want to know about it, just let me know, and I will that be my number 2 theory. But right now, my number 1 theory is Michael Tandino went to Axel because he knew he was a cop and he knew he would go after Victor. Thank you guys so much. Questions, comments, suggestions are always welcome. I do appreciate you. And now the Steester is now out.